Scary story. We were haunted while searching for treasure. I had messed up my business. As a result, I was penniless and had to rely on others. I was looking for a job, but I couldn't find one. One day, as I was looking for work, I came across a group of people talking. I couldn't help but listen to them when I heard them talking about a treasure. As soon as I heard the word treasure, I perked up. When they said they needed one more person, I raised my hand and said I was in. We had to prepare to go to the place we were told about. That's why we agreed to go in a week. In the meantime, we both finished our preparations and got to know each other. A week later, we had finished our preparations and were on our way. We were talking and laughing in the car, unaware of what was about to happen. We arrived at the place where we were going to dig up the treasure. We put down everything we had and left it at the place where we were going to dig. We were going to take turns digging. We drew lots to see who would get to dig first. The first lot fell to me, so I picked up a shovel and started digging in the ground. After half an hour, scorpions started to come out of the ground. I picked them up and threw them out, and I kept digging. I accidentally threw one of the scorpions at one of the other treasure hunters. He picked up the scorpion that hit him and threw it to the ground, killing it. I told him not to kill it, but he didn't listen and killed it. Then something happened after he killed the scorpion. Hundreds of eyes appeared around us, followed by laughter. Those eyes were bloodshot and kept flickering on and off. We stopped digging and looked at each other, wondering what was going to happen. The friend who killed the scorpion started to get scared and scream. He was being pulled away by invisible beings. After a while, there was a scream, then the sound completely stopped. Then his body was thrown in front of us. We were waiting to see what would happen to us in fear when we saw a pitch-black being floating towards us. When the being reached us, we were so scared that we hugged each other so tightly that our bones almost broke. The being had its feet turned backwards. One of its eyes had a big hole in it, and the other eye had maggots crawling inside it. One side of its face was burned and the other side was covered in hair. It had long, sharp teeth in its mouth. One of its arms was longer than the other. It was also crooked. The being opened its mouth and said to us in a voice that made our hearts skip a beat, "O sons of Adam, your friend killed one of us. In revenge, we took his life. If you don't want to meet the same fate, leave here, and know that the treasure you want to dig is ours. We will not give away what belongs to us." As he said this, a foul smell spread that I will never forget for the rest of my life. After giving us a warning, the being left. When it left, the hundreds of eyes around us also disappeared. When they were gone, we left everything we had there and got in our car. Our driver was so scared that he was driving the car so fast that he covered a 30-minute journey in 5 minutes. After that day, we never searched for treasure or went there again. I had managed to escape from those beings without any harm, but they would often appear in my dreams and scare me. They would also appear in the dreams of everyone who had gone there. When these dreams didn't stop and started to increase, we got together and looked for a hoker who could save us from this situation. After our search, we found a hoker. He took us into a room. He drew a line around us and said, "Whatever you see, don't step out of this line." After we were inside the line, the hoker said something in a language I had never heard before. As he spoke, it felt like an earthquake was happening. The bloodshot eyes appeared again and started to circle around us. As soon as we saw them, we tried to run away, but the hoker stopped us and prevented us from stepping out of the line. When the hoker finished reading, the dark being appeared again with its terrifying appearance. When Tresponsi being appeared, the hoker asked, "What do you want from the sons of Adam?" into this question.